Thanks for doing this.
No problem.
Andre, thanks
Yes.
for having us. Would you mind just kind of recapping the session here? Kind of like what's today, what's
Yes.
going on, what are you guys doing?
Yes, today's Thursday, 2 days before ADCC. We're just getting ready. We just sweat a little bit, drill a little bit, right? So everybody looks sharp. It was a training session more like an open mat. So they can train their technique, everything they did during the camp, throughout the camp. And just getting that mobility like before the fight, and also work on some strategy, talking a little bit, chatting a little bit as a team. I think this is really important. So that's what we're doing here today.
And it seems like you guys have such a big team. How do you feel about kind of traveling with the team, having the camaraderie? Does that help everybody with like maybe the nerves or just kind of leading up to the competition?
Definitely, yeah. It's really important to have a team behind you. We have we have people with a lot of experience competing. Kaina, already two-time ADCC champion. Josh Inger already competed a couple ADCCs. Michael Perez, and all, of course, myself. But all of this help us to help those who are coming, like Jotas Gracie, Rafaela Guedes is our second ADCC, and some others, right? We have Adele, she's not here today, but she did the whole camp with us. So it's very, very important as a team to get connected, being together, eat together, and fight together, right? So at the end of the day, when you're there, it's just you and your opponent. But the energy that we can send to our teammates, right, and students, they can feel that, right? They can feel that, and this helps us to build confidence for sure.
And I know, most of the work was done in San Diego at Atos, but this week, these last couple days, what's like the most important thing you think for these athletes to kind of be focused on?
There's like different aspects, right? If you talk about the mindset, right? The mindset's about like the training, right? They train every single day. They build confidence throughout the camp, right? Those already train, right? So there's no way you can get 100% prepared in the last week, right? So they all get prepared. They all did like 9-10 weeks of camp. They're all ready. They feel confident. But then when you come to a different place that's not your home, like Las Vegas is a different weather, right? Very hot, not as humid as San Diego, super dry. Definitely like it helps when you move a little bit in the local, right, in the place. And that's what we're doing here as well. So you can move our body and then we can feel like the air, because it's different. It's very different. It's not like a high altitude, I would say, but it's different. And for the physical aspect, this is really important, right? And the spiritual aspect, right? And about the spirituality is more like being together, being connected, just like we talked before. And I think this helps us to have our plans, our goals, like setting together so you can move to the same direction. So I feel like this is like the most important part in being here before, So we're gonna stay here for 1 week, right, before the event.
And how does it feel for you? Obviously, you've been here, on the eve of ADCC World Championships many, many times now.
Yeah.
This is your first time kind of as a coach. Does it feel any different now? How does it feel?
It's like a little less pressure, right? Of course, I have a pressure as a coach, right? I always had that. But, when you're training and you have to be concerned about injuries, and things like that, like getting prepared, like sleeping really well so you can be ready, like to get there and give the show to everyone. But right now it's more like getting my mind like prepared, like even my body. So today, before here, I lift a little bit of weights. Then I got here. So I just has to stay healthy, right? So I can give 100% for them. It's not gonna be I would say, a short weekend for me. It's gonna be a long weekend. So there'll be a lot of fighters, and I hope they can all go to the finals. And more fighters in the finals, more I have to be prepared, for that. And it's definitely like a different pressure, a little bit different, but it's not like I would say getting ready for the show as before, because before everybody, like I feel my students especially those who are here, they're very concerned about like how I feel, before the match. They knew it was a really important match for the team, for us, to keep like winning the super fight. It was amazing, it was incredible. I always had that support from them and give the support back for them. It's very special for me. It's a special moment in my life.
And just kind of in general here, as we go into ADCC, what are your expectations for the team?
The expectations, of course, is getting as many people as I can in the finals, make as many champions as we can, right? And that's it. I think we're all ready. Thankfully, we have lots of guys, they have a lot of experience, like I said. That helps a lot. Of course, in ADCC, there's always upcomers. And in ADCC is an event that happens every 2 years, and sometimes a name pop up really strong, like from nowhere, like happened with Eddie Bravo, Lachlan Giles, and many others that build their career like with the ADCC with that day. So I hope like this can happen to us here. Like we have Jonathan Gracie that looks really sharp in the under 77. I hope Josh can get his title this year too, even though like he's older, right, than most of the opponents, but he has a lot of experience and he's incredible. He's the guy who trained most than everyone here, so he trains a lot. Kaina with his rivalry against Muragali, I hope to see that. That'll be amazing. Kind of overcoming that fight, and we have like some other guys like Rafaela Guedes that got second place last ADCC. I hope like she can bring the title this year back home. She looks sharp, she looks great. So my expectations, of course, is definitely making as many champions as I can, and I'll be there sitting on that chair as a coach, like in every single one of them, for every single one of them.
Thank you for the time, Andre.
My pleasure.
Anything else you want to say while we're here?
No, just watch ADCC at FloGrappling. Stay tuned, okay? There'll be a lot of great fights. ADCC is a special event, and I'll see you there. Os.